Hey, how's it going? This is Jerry Haron here to make another YouTube video. It is now time for a Jerry Haron read-along, another Jerry Haron read-along video. And this time I'm going to be reading you Arthur's Computer Disaster by Mark Brown. One of my favorite books growing up. Arthur was my favorite book series growing up. I've read all the books, I watched the TV show a lot, played all the games and stuff, all the Flash games online. Arthur was a classic, and a computer disaster, that sounds terrible. Hopefully the computer is alright. So let's begin. Arthur's Computer Disaster by Mark Brown. There's the inside title. Let's begin. Mom, can I use your computer to play Deep Dark Sea? Asked Arthur. What's Deep Dark Sea? Asked DW. Only the greatest game in the universe, said Arthur. Can I, Mom? Please. What's the game about? Asked DW. A haunted sunken ship, said Arthur, with skeletons, ghosts, and sharks. Sounds spooky, said DW. Mom, please, begged Arthur. Oh, all right, said Mom, but finish your dinner first. Arthur finished his dinner in a jiffy. Once Arthur started playing Deep Dark Sea, he couldn't stop. Time for bed, said Dad. But Dad, I almost found the thing, said Arthur. When I find the thing, I can win stuff. You can find the thing tomorrow, said Dad. It's bedtime. I'm ready for bed, said DW sweetly. The next morning, Buster came over to play Deep Dark Sea. Sorry, boys, said Mom. It's tax season. I need my computer all day. Just then, the phone rang. It was for Mom. I have to run to the office, she said, and don't touch my computer. After Mom left, Arthur and Buster stared at the computer. I know what you're thinking, said DW, but I'm so close to finding the thing, said Arthur. You could probably find it before your mom gets home, said Buster. I'm telling Dad, warned DW. I'll give you my desserts for a whole week, said Arthur, and play dollhouse with me whenever I say so, asked DW. Yes, grumbled Arthur. And call me your Royal Highness, asked DW. Don't push it, said Arthur. Arthur loaded the game. Look out for the squid squad, yelled Buster. I'm running out of oxygen, said Arthur. Look, said Buster, a treasure chest. That's it, screamed Arthur. That's the thing. I found it. Let me open it, shouted Buster. I found it, argued Arthur. They both dove for the mouse. What's going to happen here? Uh-oh. The keyboard crashed to the floor. Uh-oh, said Arthur. You're in big trouble, said DW. Just then the phone rang. Everyone jumped. It was Mom. I won't be home until tonight, she said. Everything all right? Fine. Just great, said Arthur. You know, Mom can tell when you're lying, whispered DW. Yeah, I could totally tell when someone's talking like that they're lying. If I was a father and my son or daughter called me talking like that, I know they're lying, that something's not right. Maybe we can fix it before she gets home, said Arthur. Arthur looked through the computer manual. There's nothing in here about Deep Dark Sea accidents, he said. Are you sure you have the right manual? Asked DW. The brain can fix anything, said Buster. Let's ask him. Alan's not home, said the brain's mom. They checked the library. They checked the museum. Just when they were about to give up, they found him. Are you doing a science experiment? Asked Buster. No, I'm skipping stones, said the brain. It's fun. Do you really think the brain can fix anything? Well, I'm not sure. Let's see what happens here. Everyone went back to Arthur's house. The brain examined the computer. Said the brain. He shook his head. That bad? Asked Arthur. It must be, said the brain. I can't find the problem. Well, thanks for trying, said Arthur. Now you're in really, really big trouble, said DW. If the brain can't fix it, who can? Said Buster. I have an idea, said Arthur. Arthur explained his problem to the computer expert. Then the computer expert explained how much a house call and hourly fees would cost. That's more birthday money than I'll ever see in my whole life, said Arthur. I'm doomed. We're all doomed, said DW, because now Mommy will lose her job and we won't be able to keep our house and we'll all have to live in the cold on the street and we'll all get ammonia and probably die. And it's all your fault, Arthur. Yeah, if no one's the house working, then you can't really have a house. You can't pay for the mortgage. You can't pay for taxes. lots of do when owning a house. You have to have a job. Will that happen? Let's see what happens. That evening, Arthur hardly touched his dinner. "Hi, I'm home," called Mom. "Mom, how about a game of cards?" asked Arthur, "and a family bike ride." "Don't have time, sweetie," said Mom. "I have tons of work." Mom headed for the computer. Arthur felt sick. Arthur ran after Mom. DW ran after Arthur. Buster ran home. Just as Mom's finger was about to hit the on button, Arthur yelled, "Stop! I was playing Deep Dark Sea and the screen went blank. I'm sorry. I wrecked it. It's all my fault." "That happens to me all the time," said Mom. "Did you jiggle the switch?" Mom jiggled the switch, and the game came on. "Why didn't you call me?" asked Mom. "Always call me with your problems." "I thought you'd be mad," said Arthur. "I'm not mad," said Mom. "I'm disappointed." "Am I going to get punished?" asked Arthur. "Of course," said Mom. "You did something you weren't supposed to do." "Make the punishment really good," said DW. "No computer games for a week," said Mom. "Now get ready for bed. I'll be up to say goodnight in a few minutes." Arthur and DW did as they were told. Then they waited for what seemed like a very long time. "Mom," called Mom. "Time to tuck us in." "In a minute," said Mom. "The sharks are attacking." "Maybe we should tuck ourselves in tonight," said DW. "Good idea," said Arthur. "I'll be right up," called Mom, "as soon as I blast these skeletons from the treasure chest." "Good night, Mom," called DW. "Good night, Mom," called Arthur. And that's the end of our story. Yep, all that worrying when Arthur should have called his mom for help. But still, what I think Arthur should have done is listen to his mom when she said don't touch the computer, because she said no. When a parent gives you rules to follow, you should follow them, because if you break the rules, bad things can happen. Do other things. Read a book, go out for a bike ride, especially now that it's summertime. Go swimming, all sorts of stuff doing this sunny weather now that it's summer. I hope you guys enjoy the story. See you in my next video. This is Jerry Haron signing off.